Kicking off this week's broadcast from IFA in Berlin is the Senior Executive Manager of IFA. First question is going to be, what does that mean? Dirk Koslowski. Dirk, welcome back into tomorrow. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Show is running, so
so you're happy. Yes,
absolutely.
You have a smile. It's happening, and it's been running very successfully for days as we happen to grab you on our American Labor Day. Thank you for having us labor here in Berlin.
We're trying to integrate almost everything as we can.
Yeah, and you are, in fact. Well, so as Senior Executive Manager of IFA, you manage something and you're senior. It suggests you're an older guy, but you're not. So what is it that you do in this position? What are your main responsibilities? And then we'll get into something about the show.
Yeah. Basically, it's very easy to explain. I'm just in charge of all the daily operations here at IFA, means all the acquisitional processes, all the organizational parts in terms of how to adjust the exhibitor requirements in PR and communication, even besides the exhibition.
Oh, geez. Yeah. So that's why you're so busy. And why it was hard to wrangle you into the broadcast booth there.
Absolutely, but you did successfully, and yeah, I'm quite happy about this.
I would imagine. You also have to be quite happy about the show itself. A lot of activity, a lot of smiling faces, and when I see exhibitors at any trade show very excited and smiling all the time, you know it's a successful show, that they're making great contacts, they're networking, they're meeting buyers and retailers and so forth. And in the case of IFA, general public. Which
Absolutely.
You don't get at that counterpart CES.
Yeah,
they don't allow the general public in. You do, and in fact, you encourage them to come and touch and feel and see and talk about the new things.
It's indeed a truly outstanding and unusual mix of trade visitors, which we're expecting at around 140,000, and approximately more than 60,000 are international from more than 130 countries. And on top, yes, as you mentioned, 100,000 consumers. So they're trying to figure out what's new in the market, what will hit the retail shelves at the end of the business season, means Christmas holiday season in westernized country, or even for Thanksgiving, this cycle around Cyber Monday, Black Friday, or for our Chinese friends, the Double 11 event. That's the Singles Day, where all the Chinese consumers trying to grab as much as they can online.
That's a big online holiday for great discounts.
It's the online peak, and it's amazing.
And that's 11/11.
It's the 11/11.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Well, see, we should adopt that too, because we don't have enough cyber holidays. we should start 11/11. But now, like, we celebrate Thanksgiving, but you guys know when it is and remember it and talk about product releases in time for between Thanksgiving and Christmas, of course, where people are looking for the latest, greatest in consumer tech, especially for their family member or other loved one or great friend that has everything else. You know, what else can I get him or her, because they're so techy? You know, this is where you find it at IFA.
Absolutely. If you can imagine, we are at the moment covering more than 160,000 square meters, or for I have to translate this for our US-American friends.
As far as we know, it's 10 feet. You know,
it's approximately 1.7 million square feet.
That's a lot of feet.
That's a lot of feet.
But I'm glad that you
just to give you a comparison.
Yes, please.
Because yesterday
don't
night,
tell me soccer fields. Tell me football fields.
Okay, it's not 22 soccer fields.
Okay.
No, the people almost compare with soccer fields, because yesterday night the World Championship tournament, the qualifying tournament started again. So therefore, everyone is talking about soccer here in Europe.
Was the U.S. in it? No, it's European soccer.
No, it's the world qualifying.
Oh, the world qualifying.
Yeah,
so then is it called soccer or football?
Soccer. You got me.
I'm stumping a soccer fan here.
You got me. But according to American football, it's translated to 28 football fields put next to each other. Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
Yes.
Which is something that understandably you and your team, rightly so, are very proud of. And yet it's still not enough room. We talked last week to Jens, who said that's a problem because the exhibitors all have so many new products and then new categories of products. They all want to show their new stuff, but there's not enough room in their booth because their exhibits can't expand anymore because you've filled up every inch of every hall or every millimeter or whatever you would call it. But that's a good problem. But then you've also done something for the first time off-site. a little bit
Exactly.
off-site with shuttle buses, where folks can do some more business-to-business kinds of things. And it gets a little bit of that load off of the main, what do you call it, Messe-Berlin? Is that how you say it?
Right, in German.
I'm
Very well.
learning
So,
more German.
yeah.
And you didn't think I could, huh?
You explained it in
I
a
even know-
perfect manner, so
That means fairgrounds. The Messe-Berlin is the main big fairgrounds here, surrounding the Funkturm, which is the radio tower.
yeah, which by the way celebrated his 90th birthday
90th?
yesterday.
90th.
Yes,
That
the radio
tower's been
tower.
up for 90 years?
Yes.
So, okay,
it was the
I don't
very
wanna
first
go
in
into it
Germany,
again now.
but it was it used to be the very first in Germany for broadcasting. Yeah,
Really?
For
And it still
broadcasting
does
purposes.
broadcast,
yes,
right?
Of course. No.
Okay. And there's a restaurant there and everything.
Anyway, but coming back to
Oh, sorry. What are we talking about? We have so much fun with you.
coming
Richard. Yeah.
coming back to IFA Global Markets.
Oh, right. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the way we're expanding at the moment. Some topics of IFA. We have to admit we did two different steps. One is let's say the IFA related step here in Berlin. We acquired a new exhibition site where we're covering more than 10,000 square meters, or let's say approximately 100,000 square feet
Wow.
for the distribution chain, for suppliers, especially OEM, ODM suppliers, manufacturers, etc. And the second point, that's what we did earlier this year already. We went out to China because we
CE
wanted
China.
to serve and to support Chinese consumers and their needs and requirements in terms of gaining attention for global brands, new brands, best products, and the hottest technology.
And that
So
was
two
very
different
successful
steps.
too. Of course,
Absolutely,
we were there.
absolutely.
And what's neat about CE China, and I'm assuming you'll have another one this coming year, so we'll be staying tuned for that, is as you said, it supports the Chinese consumer. It's not so much supporting the businesses over there, because they got plenty of support. They're already here at IFA. But it lets consumers know that they want all these other cool products. They too can get them. And that's what's great about all the other companies visiting CE China and showing their stuff. Love
Absolutely.
it. Well, you keep senior executive managing, and we'll keep reporting on IFA, and of course
Thanks,
IFA-Berlin.com. You'll see what Dirk and his team are constantly working on. And thanks for kicking off this week's IFA broadcast from Berlin.
It's my pleasure indeed.
All
Thanks,
right,
Dave.
we're back with more, and you're going to be hearing the next 3 hours. If your local station can't carry all 3 hours, we understand programming issues. Be sure to hit us up at intotomorrow.com, or of course, you have our free Into Tomorrow app, and you can get the streaming on there. But sign up for the free audio podcast, the free video podcast. You won't miss a minute of our coverage from IFA, the 2016 edition here in Berlin, Germany. I'm Dave Graveline. We're back with more right here on the Advanced Media Network.